The internet, the unfortunate truth about the internet, the unfortunate state of the internet. I've been using it, of course, throughout my life since I can remember myself, or at least since like the 2010s period. And I can confidently say that it was way better back then. Now, of course, I'm not reminiscing over how was it back then because it was all shitty and clunky and nothing works well and there are a lot of viruses and a lot of servers that don't work well. You can barely download something quickly because the internet was not quick and fast at that time in any way. But as time goes by and our generation becomes more and more dominant of such a perfect tool, it's one of the perfect inventions humans ever came up with, literally like combustion engines. The misuse, or not the I wouldn't call it a misuse, I would call it the less use, or the less correct use of the internet is making it like a deep hole that just makes everything boring. Everything not feel authentic anymore. Everyone is looking for the next best video to put out. Everyone is looking for the next best streamer to promote. Everyone is looking for the next best post on Twitter or on Reddit or on Facebook or whatever that's gonna make more views, that's gonna reach more people, that's gonna get this, that's gonna get that. It's all about recognition, it's all about getting big, it's all about blah blah. And with the introduction of Reels or short video format in general in all of these platforms, it became, at first it started good. Everyone was doing something correct. Also, I mean, first it started with Vine, obviously, but then when it was heavily implemented in all of these platforms, it became a little bit, or I can say, widely different. Now, at first it was very interesting. People were making things about themselves, were making comedy things, people were making informative things. Anyone that can squeeze any kind of information in 5 seconds, as it started with Vine, and 10 seconds later, and 1 minute, and now we can have even 10 minutes on TikTok, which is crazy. It started to become a bit different. People are now not trying to provide something of value, because the people who were providing something of value just get completely shadowed. And people are looking more and more for building that next Instagram page, building that next Facebook page, building that next whatever, TikTok, whatever. And it lacks authenticity. And I still say that I'm going to make a video about authenticity that I am not yet getting into because I have no idea why. But I can say that it's a huge topic and it most definitely is very close to my heart, very close to me, and I can say a gazillion things or bajillion things about it. Now, that's the unfortunate truth about the internet. It's being misused by especially kids nowadays, especially these kind of children who are being brainwashed by the guys who are saying that you can become a billionaire by making TikTok videos. Let me tell you what, you're not gonna become that. Or making reels, you're not gonna become that. Or making a Instagram page, you're not gonna become that. Unfortunately, we wish it was the truth, but unfortunately it's not the real truth. So we cannot just throw it out there. And then you can see I'm using reels these days a lot, especially when I go to the toilet. And I see, at first it was perfect. It was even way better than TikTok. It was way better than TikTok. Everyone was going to Reels because of TikTok. TikTok is becoming like very childish, and Reels are now the new era, right? The new era of stuff. I can see that YouTube is doing a very, very good job at that, because many YouTubers that already have a YouTube channel, they just shorten their videos and post them there, which is very good, very smart. And so there is still a bit of creativity. There is still a bit of thoughts put into that. But Reels, Instagram, they just went downhill. At least for this year, they just went downhill. They were funny. They were informative. They were entertaining. They were like a gold mine. But then it's just the same thing, copy paste. it's the same thing, copy paste, especially in the meme algorithm kind of thing, in the joking side of the algorithm, in the making comedy stuff side of the algorithm of Instagram, or making offensive videos, or offensive comments. We all know Instagram comments, they just go crazy, especially to the point that when you see a video and when you just see a video, you understand that some people are gonna just go wild in the comments, complete wild in the comments, and I love it. I really love it. Unfortunately, we cannot have that on TikTok. A little bit though. There is some kind of regulation about it. Especially, you cannot say the N-word. You cannot say this. You cannot say that. You cannot be like harassing someone, even if it's not harassment. Or they call it cyberbullying, which is just dumb. I mean, come on. If you're doing shit, you should be told that you're doing shit. Whatever. I'm not being specific. If you're doing some goofy shit on a video, you better know that you're doing some goofy shit on a video. And I've seen something that I really love is a lot of people who are making some weird videos about their job or about where they're working, especially girls that do only dance, and they try to capitalize over that, and you can see people hammering them in the comments. Of course, there are the thirsty ones, right? There are the thirsty ones. They just post comments like hearts and whatever, but I mean, there are always people that hammer them with the reports, hammer them on comments, and I've seen pages with millions, girls with millions of followers that they get either blocked, they either make their profile private because they cannot go through all of that again, which is beautiful. So we're technically healing. So a part of the internet is healing and a part of the internet is dying, and a part of the internet is whatever. And the unfortunate truth also is the internet is so big, but people are only using a very, very small part of it, and it's sad. It's very sad. The internet is so big. The internet is not YouTube, Google, Facebook, or whatever Google owns, or whatever Facebook owns, Snapchat, and I don't know, and WhatsApp. Okay, that's Facebook, but anyway, that's not that. And Reddit and Wikipedia. It is a small chunk of the internet. You need to be using the Tor browser, and you need to be using that and checking what the internet really is, what the internet really can provide. And just the normal internet, there is no need to go to the edgy side of the internet. Matter of fact, the dark web is not edgy. It has edgy things, of course, but it's not all edgy though, because it has a whole stigma around it that I really don't like, because I browse it so much and I use it for too many informative stuff. So it's not really bad. It's just what people are focusing on, which those bad things are in any way in the normal internet whatsoever, whatever you think about. PC is literally on Instagram and TikTok and Facebook and Reddit and anywhere with a platform. I know I changed the letters, but you get it. Anything else? It's just dumb, it's crazy. I really don't like it, fortunately. But, I mean, there is no choice. Even games became very boring, very repetitive. Every game is trying to create something that they cannot create, or to replicate something that they cannot compete with. And it lacks authenticity. Again, everyone is wanting to make money nowadays. And that's, when you focus on money, you start lacking authenticity. That's just a human natural habitat. You want to make money, you will lack authenticity straight away. Unless you are making money out of your own creation, but then it depends on how much money you're making. And my cats are literally fighting on my right side in their house. They have a small house, beautiful house. So, the state of the internet, is it good? No. Am I enjoying it? No. It's too big, but there is nothing to do. It's boring. There is literally nothing to search for, nothing to look for. Nobody's providing something new. It's all copy-paste. Everyone is trying to get clicks. Everyone is trying to get views. Everyone is trying to do this, to do that. No one is trying to provide anything of value. It's fine to do copy-paste as long as you're providing something of value. It's fine to do whatever as long as you're providing something of value. But are these guys providing something of value? No. All of these blogs, all of these news channels, all of these stats, all of these game companies, that's what I'm, all of these cybersecurity companies, all of these technology companies or whatever, because that's what I'm interested to that in. That's what I'm heavily invested in. Are they making something good? No. When was the last time I played a good game, like a really, really good game? I would say I played two good games. One when I was 12, and the next is when I was like 18. Is it good? No. Is it becoming any better? No. Some games are cool. Some games are very cool. Did I say some games are cool? The fuck? Alright, anyway. Some games are very cool. Some games are cool. Some games are very cool. But then it just becomes boring. All of these companies, even when they have a very good product, they just start doing something for money. So it lacks authenticity, so then people start shitting on all of it. It's just sad. It's really sad. We have a very great invention. We have a very great creation. We can communicate wherever you are. We can get in touch. We can know people from all around the world. We can provide something. We can code letters on a software and make them something. It's crazy. Just think about that. You write some code somewhere and then it's a game made, a technology made, a software made, this made, whatever. We have one of the best technologies ever, that humans can ever create anyway. And they are still advancing. But the use of the internet is just becoming shit. It's all porn now. It's literally all corn. Check Twitter. I really strongly believe that Twitter is alive only because of corn. No corn, no Twitter. You're like, the user base is gonna just drop. And that's why I built what I built. Come say hi. Come say hi. Come. They need to see you. He's the most annoying cat I've ever seen. In terms of screaming. Come. I don't know if you can hear him though, but come. He's white, so he has very bad hearing. I cannot call him to come, it's just impossible. Just needs to do it. Oh, he went away. Anyway, that's just the sad state of the internet, and I really don't like it. I'm making this or these kind of videos as I'm uploading them fully on YouTube, literally out of my mind. The only editing I do is just captions and a bit of motion blur because I really like the effect. So I'm trying to bring back the authenticity at least someone on YouTube, on the internet is doing something authentic. I'm not trying to squeeze something that I'm not, or show something that I am not, or speak from my mind about something that I am not. I'm here to share whatever I want to share, exactly how I have it, from my brain to my tongue to my vocal cords, and that's how I say it. There's nothing different. I hope I had the patience to actually make that perfect video that would make a lot of blah blah and try to push it, but it's good. People that are doing this, it's good only in videography and photography. Other than that, it's just bullshit. Even in streams now, you cannot watch a stream peacefully. You start watching a stream and then there is a 5-minute ad on Twitch. Or, if you don't use ad blocker, that's a whole other story. Of course, I'm not going to speak about all of the aspects of the internet. That's just dumb because there are many. It's countless. But then this is where it becomes really annoying. You cannot watch anything without ads. Everyone is trying to tell you to sub to them, to follow them, to do this, to do that. Everyone's trying to build the best next thing. There is no next best thing. There is just you. Are you good? Are you providing something of value? If you're not providing something of value, you're not gonna go anywhere. And we all know many people in the streaming world, on YouTube, for example, in video creating world, or video creation, there are people who are making hundreds of millions, or not, let's say tens of millions, just to make it like that, who are literally brain dead. And we all know, you all had some names in your mind. There is no need for me to call anyone. That's the unfortunate truth. Because the followers are kids, and what can you provide to a kid of value that they're gonna understand? None. Unless you entertain them. That's about it. I'm not here to entertain kids, no. I know for a fact, though, all of the things I say, or all of the, you can label this advice I give, even if it's not advice, it's just me speaking. You can label it though. It's gonna be very beneficial for anybody who is younger than the age of 20, especially the first videos I made. There are like a handful of videos I made, and I'm really sure that they're gonna help something, and I'm really sure that these videos are gonna help someone. I know this video is out of pocket. I just woke up from a nap. I was like, okay, let me turn on the camera and speak about something. But this is what we are lacking nowadays on the internet. This is what we're lacking nowadays on YouTube, on anywhere, any video platform. LinkedIn, for example, is becoming a shithole. You cannot get a job anymore from LinkedIn. It's just impossible. Because LinkedIn, they understood their power, and they were like, okay, let's just capitalize over all of it, and companies just use LinkedIn as like a tax cut. Yeah, unfortunate truth. I'm dealing with all of these things, that's why I know. And I know many things, trust me. And at the same time, there is a lot more to learn. And I am eager to learn more. That's a fact. So the unfortunate truth of the internet, or the state of the internet, is that it's blown to pieces. It's really blown to fuck. The world is blown to fuck. And this is a quote I said many years ago in a video. Like, okay, not many years ago, it was like 2 years. Anyway, I'm gonna stop yapping because I yapped so much. But this is what I wanna see in these platforms. This is what I wanna look. I know it's boring. You most definitely did not watch all of this video. I'm for sure that I'm just speaking by myself here, to myself. Because it is boring, and this is what people are not getting into anymore. Back in the day, we were watching YouTube videos because of the people we are watching, and we just watch it all the way through. Now you need a hook, and you need this, and you need that, and you need to execute this, and execute my ass, and execute shit, and blah, blah, blah. What the fuck? So much. It lacks authenticity. And whoever lacks authenticity, we can literally see through you. We can see through you. Especially people like me. We can see through you. We can see the bullshit, bro. Anyway, I'm not gonna speak much. Even if I spoke a lot. What? Okay, that's a weird message I received. And that's about it. Peace out.